Hi everyone, it's Taylor here. Today's project was inspired by the things of myths and legends. I will be using the Mythical Grumplings stamp set that features a cute dragon, a yeti, and a unicorn, along with the coordinating dies. I also have several other dies including the wispy grass border, the stitched cloud duo, and the rainbow cutting plate. I'll be using the Set the Scene Stencil Strips in the cloud shape. And I'll also be using Easy-Cut Adhesive to cut out that rainbow cutting plate and apply my rainbow sprinkles. I have the sprinkles ink for the background along with Oreo for the image stamping and several different Copic markers. So let's get started by stenciling the clouds. I'm going to choose one of the stencil strips. I have my sprinkles ink and my blender brush, and as I hold that stencil in place, I'm just going to brush the ink across the top of the stencil, pulling it down and rotating it slightly left to right to create a little bit of variation and make the clouds look more realistic. I continue shifting the stencil down and applying the ink across the paper until I reach the bottom of the cardstock. Next, I'm going to take the Easy-Cut adhesive and die cut the rainbow cutting plate from this adhesive sheet. I don't want to use the entire portion here, so I'm going to peel that backing paper away and poke out the portions of the rainbow that I don't want to use. I'll be using just 3 stripes of the rainbow, so as I place that down over my project, I'm pressing them to adhere to my cloudy background. My next step will be to take the rainbow sprinkles and apply them over the adhesive. I need to peel away that backing paper on all 3 of the stripes and then sprinkle those tiny cute little rainbow sprinkles across the project. Now I press them into place over that adhesive and kind of clean up the edges with my die pick. Next I'll grab that unicorn stamp and set that up in the MISTI. I'm going to be stamping that with Oreo ink. This is our hybrid Copic compatible ink, so it's going to work great with the Copic coloring that I'll be doing next. I chose a quick 2-color blending combo for each of the colors I used on this unicorn, starting with the light, shading with the dark, and then coming back in to easily blend those 2 colors together. Once the coloring is finished, I'll die cut that with the coordinating unicorn die. I'm going to place that unicorn towards the bottom left of my rainbow, using that as a placeholder to see where I want to stamp that sentiment. I'll be stamping the sentiment in Oreo ink, and this is one of my favorites from the set. It says, "I love mythical creatures, unicorns, dragons, the yeti, children who are quiet," which certainly rings true for my life. I'm going to pop up that unicorn, but first I want to adhere the wispy grass at the bottom, popping the unicorn up over the top. Finally, I'll add a few finishing touches. I've die cut a couple of clouds from our Stitched Cloud Duo set, and I'm going to pop those up with foam tape over the top of my rainbow sprinkles. You can see how sparkly the rainbow turned out with those tiny little rainbow sprinkles. The last step will be to adhere this to a plum punch card base, and then the card is finished. I hope you learned something new today, and I can't wait to see what you do with the Mythical Grumplings. You can find all of these projects at the Tailored Expressions web store at tailoredexpressions.com.